This person turned their backs on you for no apparent reason. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, this person turned their backs on you for no apparent reason. It's crazy, right? I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, you switched up. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you switched up. Now, let me just get this straight when it comes to chosen ones, right? When it comes to chosen ones, you're going to always be divinely protected, right? You're going to always be favored. You're going to always get the last laugh. You're going to always be in that circle of people who get elevated above all their enemies. That's regardless, right? But let's just speak human for a minute, okay? Let's step outside the spirit. Let's speak human for a minute. It can feel like you got hit by a ton of bricks when you lost your best friend, your best homie, that relationship, your husband, your wife, whoever you were connected to, right? Especially depending on how deep the bond is or was. You follow what I'm saying? Especially how long y'all have been together, right? I think I had did some research one day, and it said the typical person who have been in a relationship for 5 years or more, it at least take a year. Okay, that's 12 months, y'all. All right. And each month has about 4 weeks in it. All right. 7 days. That's a long time to be trying to get over a person. All right. And a lot of people fail to realize this, but friendships are very similar. The only difference is it was not a sexual relationship. Okay. It wasn't anything that was romantic. But outside of that, y'all, when it comes to relationships, family, it can be just like you lost a loved one. All right. Imagine having a person still living, but you lost them. That hurts a little worse because you want to talk to them, or maybe y'all had the relationship, but now y'all can no longer go back because somebody betrayed somebody. And chances are it was them who betrayed you. But the point is, y'all, is that this particular person who we're talking about today turned their backs on you for no apparent reason. You don't know why they switched up. You don't know why they chose this other person over you. You don't know why they felt like you wasn't enough. You don't know why. You don't know what they were thinking about. But I do want to tell you that you are enough. I do want to let you know that, listen, it's not worth going back to get retaliation or revenge. And it's most definitely not worth thinking about this particular person, whether it's a friend, ex-husband, ex-wife, baby mom, baby dad. I don't care who it is. It could be a family member. It's not worth spending your time, on it, all right? Your time is a high commodity, and you can be spending it investing into yourself, reading books, studying yourself, learning a skill, whatever else, y'all. You can be spending that time in other areas that is productive for you and those who are connected to you in a positive way, right? But anyway, y'all, we're going to get right into this because I'm sure you like, man, what is it that I did, or I didn't catch the memo. I ain't get the draft, whatever you want to call it. I ain't get it. So I'm about to give it to you right now. Family, y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into this, y'all. Number one, it's going to be this right here, family. You are becoming successful, all right? You are becoming successful. But Reno, I'm not a millionaire. I don't have a whole bunch of houses. I don't got cars. I don't have this. I don't got that. Listen, success, there's levels to it, all right? Success can be you simply taking out the trash, mowing your lawn, and tucking your kids in. If that was a goal you set and you hit it, you've become successful. Congratulations. If you said that you was going to graduate from college, get your bachelor's degree, and get a job in your field, if you successfully did it, I don't care if the job ain't paying you millions, congratulations, you are successful. And the list goes on. Success is only when you hit your goals. That's it, y'all. It's no rocket science to the madness. Reno, what are you saying right now? You, my friend, are becoming successful, all right? And they can see it. See, family, this is why you got to be around people who's doing the same thing as you, because you're going to become the eyeball. Yeah, you're going to become the stickler. You're going to become the dad of the group or the mom of the group. They liked you better when you was on a lower level, all right? But I need you to drop this down below in the comments. I like me. And the reason why I say that, y'all, is because They will try to convince you or even persuade you to go back to who you used to be. If you used to rob with certain people, they gonna want you to get back to robbing. Man, you ain't fun no more, man. Why you ain't robbing with us? Because it carry a 15-year sentence maximum or minimum. Buddy, it carry a 15-year sentence minimum. All right? I can't go back to robbing. You follow what I'm saying? And so when you are becoming successful, you got to understand something. You are starting to develop some evil eyes, some envious eyes, some jealous spirits around you. You are becoming successful. Family, I never forget, I was working in this warehouse, and it wasn't me, but I witnessed this firsthand. It was this guy who was he became the supervisor, but he started off just like us, right? He was packing boxes, stacking boxes, just like us. But see, he had been there for a little minute, and on top of that, he was actually taking the test. I think you can take a test, or if you have education, something like that, it can speed up your process. Long story short, he was once with us, and when he was with us, everybody liked him. He was cool. He was considered to be popular. But the moment he decided to take that position, them friends he thought he had, they weren't friends no more. They was talking about him behind his back. All right. Now I know it may not seem like rocket science, y'all, but this kind of hurt, especially when we started in the same space or place. All right. The only difference is, my brother or my sister, is I just moved up a level. But it doesn't mean that I can't ever reach my hand down sometime and help you out, or even show you how to get to the same level or past me. People don't see it like that. So when you are becoming successful, whether you have gotten you a new car, okay, and you're still giving them a ride, but they just can't stand the fact that you got the car and not them, okay? Maybe you are going to school now. You're going to school online, okay? You're trying to do something positive with your life. You are becoming successful. They're not. They don't understand you. And so with that being said, y'all, some people will just abruptly just leave your life. Abruptly. No warning sign, no signal, no anything. Just like on the interstate, y'all, when people switch lanes, they just switch lanes. No signal, no nothing. Just, dang, you weren't going to tell me you're going to move this big bus over? No. You follow what I'm saying? That's what they did to you. They just switched. No signal, no anything, all right? No warning, no nothing. But it is because you are becoming successful, all right? Number 2 is going to be this right here, y'all. Personal growth. Yeah, your personal growth. Family, I know plenty of people who used to be, big bone. Some people may call it fat, heavy set. I don't say any of this to be disrespectful, right? However, I know plenty of people who used to be like that. And one in particular, my big homie, I ain't gonna call him my big homie, but my homeboy, Travion. I think it's Travion or Trayvon, something like that. But he had always been big in school. You follow what I'm saying? He was always big. But he was one of those fly type of guys. You know what I'm saying? He had the J's, the forces. He had nice clothes, but he had to overcompensate because, being heavy set is not popular in school, okay? Now, as an adult, it may hit a little different. But in school, nah, dog. Yeah, you got to sit this one out. But as he got older, and as we went up in school, my man started losing weight. You follow what I'm saying? He started losing weight. But as he began to lose weight, some of his homeboys started losing interest. Why? Because they were still heavy set. They were still eating certain foods. They were still doing certain things that caused them to be at that, level. They still had a certain mindset. And my boy started wearing different size clothes, different size shoes, all right? And he didn't even switch up. He was actually trying to encourage them. They ain't take it like that. No, Trayvon, you acting funny, bro. No, you acting weird, bro. Yeah, no, we gotta stop hanging around you. No, it's not because I'm doing anything wrong. It's because you haven't started doing things right. And now you're trying to punish me for what I'm doing for myself. You follow what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but that's what happens, y'all. Your personal growth. You're growing. You're reading your Bible more. You're reading your books more. All right? You're doing things that's causing you to grow. Same thing with relationships. If a girl used to hang out with a bunch of single females, well, guess what? The moment she started growing, she's loyal to her man now. She's watching different things. She's eating different things. She's not prioritizing them. All type of different things, y'all. That personal growth is going to piss her friends off. You follow what I'm saying? Those are not friends. These are what you call associates. But guess what, y'all? Bad associations spoil what? Useful habits. You can't be around them. Number 3 is going to be this right here, y'all. The attention and love you get. All right? The attention and love you get. Family, people will switch on you and turn on you just because you get a lot of attention. Just because you get a lot of love. All right? Family, there's a lot of people in this world who are unloved or feel unloved. There's a lot of people who, feel like they are alone. And guess what, y'all? Suffering and silence is real. And what I'm saying is real. Maybe they are alone. But you should not take out your frustrations on a person who have a support system. Okay? You should not take out your frustrations on a person who do get attention because of their gift, right? And oftentimes, y'all, it's the fact that you've worked hard to get to where you are. Okay? You work hard. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I work hard for everything I got. All right. You put blood, sweat, and tears into your business. Blood, sweat, and tears into your relationship. Blood, sweat, and tears into you. You invested into you. That's the greatest investment one can make. It's in themselves. Not in a business, not in a stock, not in nothing, but in you. Renan, what are you saying right now? That caused you to get the attention and love that you get today. And that's what they can't stand. So it caused them to turn their backs on you because they can't sit around and watch everybody give you congratulations, love, and appreciation. All right? It's the love and attention you get. Next time you win, pay attention to who's clapping and pay attention to who's not. Yeah, it may sound and seem simple, but do that. Next time you win big, pay attention to who's clapping and pay attention to who's frowning. You follow what I'm saying? And I guarantee you that's going to disclose all that you need to know. Number 4 is going to be this right here, y'all. New relationships / marriages. Okay, new relationships / marriages. Now, I got to play God's advocate on this, but I'm going to speak on one side, right? So here's the other side, y'all. When people get new relationships, when people get new friendships, okay, whether that's romantically or platonically, they tend to switch up on you, all right? Especially if you're not on the same page as them. But let's just assume, before I play God's advocate, let's just assume that you are on the same page as them. But for some reason, they feel like they high and mighty. For some reason, they feel like, yeah, I got this new relationship. I got my homeboys or I got my guys who I do business with. I can't associate with you. But guess what? You got the same mindset, the same heart. You've been there when they was down, the whole nine. If they switch up on you, y'all, it's specifically because of the new environments and resources that they have been, what we call it, family, access to or exposed to. That's the word I'm looking for. They have been exposed to some new things. Okay, cool, I get it. Now, on the flip side, let's just say that, you're not holding up your end of the bargain, or going back to the analogy with the single ladies. All right. If you a group of single ladies and this woman over here married, she can't really hang with you like that. Okay. So that's why I say I got to play God's advocate on this one, only because I got to be honest. If they have new relationships or a marriage, if you want that same mentality, if you're not trying to grow or if you're not conducive to their new lifestyle, then chances are they're going to turn on you. All right. And that's just because they got to do what's best for their family, themselves, and, their blessings. OK, they can't allow you or anybody else to block their blessings. But on the flip side, if they just turned on you for no reason, they married, you married. Yeah, they got new relationships. You got new relationships. They're trying to get in certain doors. You're trying to get in certain doors. At this point, y'all, they don't want to elevate with you at this point. So it's two sides to it. Either you're non-conducive or you are conducive, but they just want to branch off from you. Some people will do that when some people feel like, when I get new beginnings, or when I have new opportunities and new resources, that means that I got to cut off everybody that's old. Some people like that. That's that Hollywood mentality. All right. They'll cut off everybody that they've known for years and who've had their back just because they feel like, just because I got a new opportunity or some new resources, new friends, y'all don't really serve me no purpose. That's not who you want in your life. But anyway, y'all, this is why that particular person turned their back. Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all, the last one. They've reached a new level of success. Okay, they've reached a new level of success. And so, with that being said, y'all, this means that when a person have reached a new level, or we can call it status, they've reached a new level or status, right? Whatever the case is, this means that they have attained something. And now they feel like, I want to do it all along. I want to do it by myself. So, for instance, I had this homeboy. Well, at the time, he was my homeboy, named Greg, right? And he had a Honda Civic, I believe, and he stopped coming around, right? He got a new car, stopped coming around, reached a new level or new status or profound success, however you want to call it, but he had got a new car. Now, here's the thing. When he didn't have a car, who house he was at? My house. Who was feeding him? My parents. Who was giving him, a place to stay when he needed it? My folks. I can't sit here and say that I did it, but at the end of the day, you at my crib, right? And so although my parents did it, I had to ask them to do it, or they had to do it off the strength of me. The point is, y'all, sometimes people will switch up on you when they reached a new level or status, all right? A new level or status. And so that happened. It's a real life true story, okay? Around my house every day, on the phone with me. Hey, man, I'm finna come over, man. The whole nine. Soon as he got his car, he started hanging out with the guys who he always wanted to hang out with. You follow what I'm saying? This is no different from the guy who would not get no type of play or no type of interest, no look, no text, not a peek from a certain girl in school. But as soon as he get money, as soon as he get new status or hit another level, guess what? Those are the type of girls he start going after. But the results are not going to change because you still the same man. You still the same guy. Reno, what are you saying right now? They reached a new level or status, which caused them to turn their backs on everything that was always there for them, turn their backs on everybody who always had their back, right? And to go straight front forward to the person or the thing that they've always wanted. That forbidden thing. She would never look at me. Now I got some money. Now I got a new status. Maybe she will. I'm going to turn down Sharonda, who always been here with me. And I'm going to go over here to Whitney. Yeah, I'm going to Whitney. You follow what I'm saying? But this is the same concept, y'all. They've reached a new level or status, all right? With that being said, y'all, we're going to go ahead and conclude this with a recap, and then we'll get up out of here. But yeah, number one, y'all, you're becoming successful. Number two, personal growth. Number three, the attention and love you get. Number four, new relationships or marriages. Once again, y'all, it's two sides to this. One side is, if you're not harming them, if you're the same person, if you're supportive, if you're loving, if you're conducive to their lifestyle, there's no reason for them to turn on you. But if you still smoking and they trying to stop smoking, or if you happen to be single, right, it could be anything, and they're married, they got to kind of do what they got to do for the survival of their blessings. You follow what I'm saying? So it's two sides to that one. Number five is going to be this right here, y'all. They've reached a new level or status. New car, more money. It could be anything, y'all. And they just switched up. Everybody is not solid like that. All right. But with that being said, y'all, that's going to conclude this video. Y'all be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, book you a one-on-one session with your boy. You can also get you a Yes Sir hoodie, or check out any one of my books. But I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.